Welcome back to Survival of the 20s, a podcast created to show all my 20 something year olds struggling to figure it out that you're not alone. I'm right along with you, trying, failing, learning, and growing every day. Now, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and take a deep breath. Everything is aligning. Let's get into the episode. Um, I've been noticing that I'm just not the same person I used to be. And something that really, which is funny, something that I feel really showed me that this week was that when I was younger, and I'm telling you, even like weeks ago, even, I wanted a pet. I wanted to have a dog or a cat. Specifically, I wanted a cat. Because I changed from being a dog person at a certain point to being a cat person. I should have noticed I was evolving then. But now I'm just on some, I don't think I want pets. Right now I'm babysitting, well, I'm dog sitting my friend's dog. You know how when you're with mad kids for a little while and you're like, oh yeah, that's my birth control, like, nah, I'm good off the kids. That's how I'm feeling about pets right now. Like, I'm definitely good off pets. I don't think I have it in me right now. I could barely take care of myself. But it's like, before that, I couldn't imagine, you know, not having a pet in my future. I'm like, yo, when I get a house, like, that's gonna be one of the first things I get. I'm getting a pet. I have a list of names on my phone for the pets that I want. And I'm actually contemplating giving some of them away because I got good ass names, y'all. Y'all don't even know. But I think, let me read some for y'all. Because y'all think I'm playing. I have bomb ass pet names. Um, and I'll read y'all some of the cool ones because, you never know, I might change my mind. So I won't give y'all my fave ones, but I'll give you the ones that I started this list off. And yeah, so here you go. Delano, Othello, Bullet. Y'all can't take that one. Y'all can't take that one. Annie, are you okay? Dexter Daps, G Unit, Cat DeLuna, Axel Foley, P Sherman 42 Wallaby Way Sydney. That could be a middle name. Ricochet, Soldier Boy Tellum, Swag, Miha, Miho, Vibes Cartel. All right. Those are the names so far, but y'all didn't get all the ones that I'm like, those are like my heart. Anyways. So those are my animal names, and now I'm just noticing that I'm just not like an animal person like that anymore. Mm-mm, I'm not. And here's a not so fun fact about me, that I'm allergic to him. Like, whenever I'm here, like, around him for a long time, for like at least maybe like 2 hours, my eyes start to itch, my nose starts to run like this. Like, if I'm seeming congested at all, well, I'm not really congested, but my nose is runny. But I was congested like my first 2 3 days here. I was like going through it. I thought I was getting sick again, and I had just gotten out of like a cold. And I'm like, yo, my defenses are really low. But once I left the house and I was at work for some hours, nothing. Perfect, normal. But so I know I'm a little bit allergic to him. So I guess I've evolved into being allergic in to like dog fur, maybe specific dog furs. I don't really know how this works, this allergic life. I've never been allergic to things, but here we are. Anyways, all in all, I am evolving as a person, and there are things that I'm realizing, like, aside from just this thing that I'm like, okay, I don't I don't think I like pets like that. I don't think I want pets like that. Now that I'm in my quarter life era, I'm realizing things about myself that I fuck with, but I'm also realizing things about myself that I don't fuck with, and it could come through my own realization. I maybe do some shadow work, or I just like start thinking about it in my head, like doing maybe head shadow work. I don't know if that's a thing. But just like thinking about things, and I'm like, did I do that? Like, or did I say that? Or and I realize things about me that I maybe want to change. And that's always tough. Self-awareness is always tough. Figuring things about yourself that it's like aren't the prettiest really breaks you. Really has broken me often. And I feel like this time in my 20s, I just been like, it's been a cycle of breaking and getting put back together, breaking and getting put back together, breaking and getting put back together. And it's so annoying. I'm actually quite tired of it. But it's not a bad thing, I guess. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes you gotta be okay with the maybe not be okay with the sucky parts of yourself, but just be okay that they exist. And I think I'd rather know, eventually become aware of them so I can decide for myself whether I want to continue being this person or not. I think sometimes we don't think change is good. Like I moved out here, and one of my friends was like, "Don't change." Don't be, but it's like it's inevitable. It's actually good to change. Yeah, some people don't change for the good, but you can change for the good. When you move to a different place, when you start taking risks, when you are around different people, you start to change. And I don't think that's a bad thing. And so I'm in a very transitional phase. Sometimes it feels really just like a lot. It feels like turbulence. It feels like constant freaking turbulence. And I'm scared of this plane crashing at times. Let me start this all over because we got 15 seconds left to the SD card. Yo, I've been managing my storage and it's still not giving all the way. But you know what? I'm grateful because I haven't been able to record a video on this. I got 4 seconds. All right, we're back on this audio. I got chips in my hand. Y'all, it's been like an hour because I was just having to continuously delete stuff from the memory card. Unfortunately, the allergies are flaring up, so my eyes really, really itch. I can't scratch them because I got mascara on. Congrats. And I'm a little more stuffy now. So yeah, it's progressed. Anyways, well, let's get back into this. I feel like I was talking about, I guess, the discomfort of self-awareness and just realizing the parts of myself that I'm not really too proud of. But the great part of it, despite the discomfort, the great part of it is that the discomfort doesn't last forever, and I can eventually just learn from my past mistakes, still having grace with myself. Of course, not being like, girl, just keep being who you be, because that's just who you are. And I feel like sometimes our ego wants us to get into that vibe, that energy of just being like, fuck what they think. Even when I recognize that I'm like not proud of the person I've been, oh fuck that, I'm gonna still be who I am because that's just how I am. No, Just in my opinion, in my personal experience, I feel like I regret when I have that attitude towards self-awareness and towards change. So yeah. Um so I'm going through a phase of just figuring myself out a lot. And there's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of resistance, and it's a lot of it is ego, like I said before. Um a lot of it is just like just being accustomed to being a certain type of way, and I feel like I don't know how to be anymore. I feel like I'm confused. Um because I feel like I don't really know who I am. This is getting too deep. I have problems with vulnerability. Yes. Oh yeah. So during this time that I've just been like going through a very confusing transitional phase, and like I said, like the 20s is just like constantly, it's a transitional phase in itself. Like I'm like, when does this stop? When do I get to somewhere that I understand? Huh? And I've been asking God that too, and I'm like, God, yo, for real, what is the deal? What is it? So I've been causing my suffering all in all. um so yeah, so I'm ready to be happy again. I'm ready to be present more than anything, and I'm ready for this new year to be a year of progression, of patience with the universe and with the way things are going. I don't know, a year of love, not just romantic, but just a year of vulnerability, of allowing people in and not being scared of worst case scenarios. I'm tired of constantly thinking of worst case scenarios. You gotta chill, girl. Change is good. This podcast is changing, and I'm changing it for the better. I'm actively deciding to change it for the better. And we could do that with our lives. It's necessary. We're supposed to change. We're not supposed to stay the same. And I feel like a lot of it just starts with self-awareness. Know who you are, know who you want to be, and know who you don't want to be. Focus on how to get there, right? So I made a list. We love lists. I made a list of 10 things I will be doing or have been doing in order to further to create a smooth transition into the woman I'm becoming. Yes. So one thing I've been avoiding, let me get into it because this is the first one though because I remember it. Um, that I've been avoiding just clearing things up. So clearing up my email, clearing up my photos, even though like for the past month, my phone is like, bro, we're out of space. And I just keep deleting, deleting a good amount of things and then, doing it again. And then it comes back. The message comes back like literally the next day. So I got to clear things up. And I don't know why I haven't because I literally have a 3 terabyte external storage and shit, and I just have not been using it because it takes time to really to do that. But I took my time on, was it on Friday or Thursday? It was on Thursday, and I started just deleting things and moving the things into the storage, just moving a bunch of things into the storage so I could clear up space and create more content. You have to do that with everything. You have to do it with your closet. If there's things that you're not, make room for the new. You just want to stay stuck in the old, then go on ahead and stay with that old stuff. But it's important to the things that you don't wear anymore, the things that you don't use anymore, give them away, throw them away, donate them, make space for God to give you new. There's so many things that we can clear up, and clearing up that little head of yours, baby, because there be stuff in there that don't need to be in there no more. But we hold on to things. We're not able, we're not allowing ourselves to let it go. And journaling really does help let things go. Shadow work really does help let things go. So that's number one, clearing, making space for the new, God. Making space for the new. Let's get into this list. That was number one. Number two, be open. Try something new and allow yourself to be different. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take risks and to try out a new personality for a day and see if you like that better. Try new colors on. Just try new things. That's what this life is for. This existence is for, to figure it out. Who cares what they think? This existence that you have, this one existence that you have, you're going to let somebody else determine how it goes about. I don't know if that's the right wording, anyways, but I'm saying, like, bro, just live it. Just try new things. Go to different places. Take the risk. Be open to falling. Be open to failing. Be open to what this has to offer you, because it actually has so much to offer you. Take your own advice. Anyways, that was number two. And number three, this is not in any particular order, but number three goes with number two, is do it all scared. Do it scared. If you're scared, do it scared. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. It depends on what you're trying, but I doubt it's the worst thing that can happen. I doubt the worst thing that can happen is what's going to happen. That's what's crazy about it. That was number three. Number four, be patient and take your time. You don't have to rush. Don't force things. Be patient, because time, it isn't that real. It's weird. Time. That's a conversation for another day. Number five, be nice to yourself, and see the greatness in you. Stop being mean to my friend. Ooh, I gotta be nice to me and take out these contacts and this mascara so I could scratch my eyes, but I don't want to be on here looking like a raccoon. Ooh. 6, talk to your friends. Y'all, I know, and you've heard this in another episode, that I'm just like, I don't be wanting to reach out to anyone when I'm going through things. I'm definitely an isolator. I just don't let people in when I'm going through it. But it always helps when I finally get to talk to somebody, whether it be my sisters or my friends or my dad or my mom. Like, it really helps with maybe realizing something. It wasn't that deep, or like I was just overthinking it. Sometimes our mind just makes it like, our mind is so strong, but sometimes she's our worst enemy. So talk to a friend instead of you. Number 7, invest in yourself, baby. Invest in who you want to be. Whether that be you want to be an actor, invest in that class, invest in that school, invest in those headshots. You want to be a bad bitch, invest in those nails, invest in that weave, invest in those toes. I don't know. Something. Yeah, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, invest in it. Believe that it will have a payout, and work hard. Ooh, 40 seconds. Ooh. 8, grow some cojones. Get up in there, yo. Stop being so scared. But that's also like kind of like just do it scared. But be brave. Be brave. Be brave. / don't be scared, which means the same thing. Number 9, don't try to be perfect. Don't try to do perfect. We're not perfect. We are human. And I'm actually going to go into this a little bit more. Give me a sec. There is no reason to try and be perfect. We are not going to be perfect. I sometimes get in the space of being so hard on myself because I made a mistake. I just don't want to be mean to myself anymore for not being perfect. I can't be perfect. All I can do is continue to grow, to be a better, kinder person with that I don't know. You just can't be perfect. It's just not realistic. Nobody is. Nothing is. So don't try to be. And don't beat yourself up for not being that. Our last one is get in the gym. And I'm not saying get in the gym to go towards perfection, like I said, and doesn't exist. But just get yourself active. It really does help almost instantly. I may even just have to start putting that into my morning routine, and most mornings go to the gym, because earlier today, I'm telling you, I was feeling like ass for most of the day. And then at about 2:30, I had already gotten dressed for the gym, but then I was like, bro, I'm already gonna be late. I'm just not gonna go. And then at 2:50, around 2:40, I started reading the book my sister got me. And it was talking about suffering again and thinking. I was like, bro, let me stop thinking about it and just go. Even if it's only a 30 minutes, I'm gonna feel so much better after doing it. And then I got my ass up and I went to the gym and I worked out for a good 45 minutes. And I felt so good after. So good that I was able to come over here and work on my podcast. And stop thinking about, the things that I've been ruminating about. Like, sometimes you just gotta stop thinking and just do it. And I need to get back on that just do it stuff. It's difficult. But really, if we just stop thinking about it and just do it, we'll get so much farther than we were. Thinking doesn't solve anything. Doing does. And I'm gonna add one more point. Let's make it 11. Fuck it. I think you should have a morning routine. Just having something in the beginning of the day to be like, boom, I checked that off, I checked that off, I checked that off. Instant dopamine, bro. The rest of the day is gonna be amazing because I feel proud of myself already. You're literally setting yourself up for success. You're setting yourself up for happiness, and you're setting yourself up for a productive day. I cannot stress a morning routine enough, even if it's just 3 things. We're going to try our best, right? We're not going to be afraid to shoot the outside, Jay. We're going to keep our head in the game. And we're going to grow, and we're going to change and get better. And sometimes we're going to regress. Who said regression wasn't part of progression? It's part of it. It's normal. It's the spiral. Sometimes we get back to the point that we were at another point. And then we continue. And we expand. Sometimes it sucks. But sometimes it's beautiful. And sometimes it's our perspective. So try to see the beauty. I know it's tough, but try to see the beauty. I don't even know what our affirmation is going to be today. I feel like making it, don't be afraid to shoot the outside, Jay. But that's not an affirmation. That's just a Disney Channel. I don't know. They had their things about them. We know. But their songs had powerful messages, I will say. I think so. Anyways. So today's affirmation is going to be, I am open to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. Pretty simple, nothing too extensive, but I think it works. I like it. And I hope you liked it. And I hope it helps. So guys, this is the end of episode 1 of season 2. I hope you enjoyed it. And please stay tuned. Leave a review, leave a rating. My Cash App is going to be on the description if you ever want to donate. And I appreciate y'all for just getting this far into the podcast. Peace.